Hi, here's some practical suggestions on how you can start writing your speech. I just hung up from a client who was full of excitement and full of 1,000 ideas about what he wanted to tell his audience. And it was a technique of getting him started, my technique, that made me think this is what I wanted to share as one of the first things that can get you grounded. It's a very simple image to think of. And it's ancient. It's your need in telling your story is to make it have a beginning, a middle, and an end. But that can easily go astray as you're thinking of the thousands of things that happened. And you can't be expected to remember them 1, 2, 3, oh, and then I did this, and then I did that. That's not the way life happens, at least for me. I think of an idea when I'm somewhere totally separate from my keyboard or a pen. And you want to be able to catch those ideas, but have a place to put them. Catch a falling star, put it in your pocket so you can jot that down somewhere, but you have a place to put it when you get home. So think of your talk in 3 sections. Make a file for the beginning section, the middle, and the end. And what goes in the beginning is very important for the structure of anything you write, really. A story begins with a character, a problem, standing on the ground, whatever. You put that person up a tree. If it's you, what happened to you? Throw the character up the tree. He's struggling on the tree. He's trying to hang on. The wind is blowing. Oh my God. What are all the bad things that happened to him? Once he gets up there, he or she, you throw rocks at him or her. And then you throw more rocks and your audience is thinking, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And in the end, yes, you bring them down nice and safely to the ground. And that's how you tell your story. Beginning, middle, and end. Throw your character up a tree, throw stones at them, and then toss more stones at them, more problems, and finally bring them safely down. Now, the thing to remember in the beginning is we need to get to know the character a bit to even care about them. If you just tell us even somebody has the Black Plague, I mean, it's sad and it's horrible, but it's not nearly as emotional as if we say, oh my gosh, my Aunt Susie died of the plague. It's written in a diary somewhere, whatever. My aunt was that aunt was my favorite aunt. She always wore polka dots and I love polka dots. And it was on Christmas Day that she could not overcome the plague. So now you care a little bit about, maybe I give her a name, identification. You need to set up your character first so we get to know what the person was like a little bit before the problem. Then the problems come, you put them up a tree, but your reader already cares about that character. And you begin to throw the problems at them, which was really the problems that happened in your life that that you had to overcome, which is probably what you coach. So add on to it more problems yet. Really get your audience wondering what the heck is going to happen to you. How are you going to make it down? But you do make it down. And that's the beginning of the end. And that's what is satisfying for your listeners. Because then you can open it up to Q&A and ask them the kinds of problems they have encountered. What threw them up the tree? And how did they get down? Or if they haven't gotten down, you can share how you got down. Looking at yourself in the mirror, how did you make it happen? How did you get the happy ending? You can write a tragedy, of course, and have no happy ending, but it's not nearly as popular, especially in coaching, as having a happy ending. So I think you all have happy endings. You just need to describe how you got there, because that's the learning that you're trying to pass on. So that's my best suggestion. Just think of that image. Character on the ground gets thrown up a tree, rocks get thrown at him, more rocks, and then he comes safely down, and all your readers or your listenings are thinking, whew, that was quite a ride. What a story. Thank you. Good luck. Enjoy. Remember, you don't care a hoot about the truth. You have truth. You don't tell a lie, but you use the truth in a way that the building blocks make a house. So you get to design it. Even if it was not a sunny day, but it would suit you better that it was rainy, make it rainy. Who's going to know? You need to build your story to create the effect you want. Bonne chance, as they say in French. Good luck.